Okay, so I'm sitting here violating curfew on the Wi-Fi. Turn the phone store where I always hang out. All of a sudden this car pulls up. Lights on, engine running. Straddling two spaces, you know the MO. Parked a mile from the curb. And my Bluetooth goes on. And then the Wi-Fi turns itself off. Then it turns itself back on again. He took my picture 4 times. I started booting the camera app, and Google Play Store opens on top of it. I close the Google Play Store, try and boot the camera again. Chrome opens on top of it. I close Chrome. Well, 4 different apps, Spider Solitaire. 4 different apps opened on top of the camera as soon as I tried to open it. Finally, I shut the Bluetooth and got the camera app open before he could turn it back on. And that's how I'm filming now, until he turns it back on and shuts it off, because he's got PIMS or some similar app, and he's controlling my phone. Obviously a police officer. Or a Fed. My bet is the Fed. Well, anyways, the city here maybe 20 minutes now. The only reason I was able to boot the camera is because he was busy taking my picture. And it will probably cut off on me any minute, because he has now put his camera down. He's typing into his phone, so he's obviously going to try and control mine again. Hopefully I'll be able to upload this so you guys can see it. IXZ M10 Florida tag. IXZM10. And it's a white BMW 310i. Oh, by the way, it's now the 21st of April at 2:28 a.m. So I passed the entire 420. I'm now 61. This was the first time that I didn't consume any cannabis on 420 since I was 12. That's when the first National Marijuana Day was, when I was 12. I may have consumed it on 420 the previous year, since I started smoking it at 11, but I wouldn't have known the significance to keep track of whether I consumed it, and I wasn't doing it on a daily basis back then, so I don't know if I got it, if I used any on 420 the year I was 11. Anyway, this was not by choice that I didn't consume any. I just haven't had any money to get it. because of this damn lockdown. I don't even have money for cigarettes. Okay, I was sitting here in front of the phone store on their Wi-Fi trying to edit this video about the park rangers and the outlets, and I wasn't here 30 seconds when this car pulled up, and he's sitting there and he had his lights on until about 2 minutes ago. Engine's still running, and maybe a minute and a half after he pulled up over there, all of a sudden my phone locked up. It wouldn't sleep. None of the back button wouldn't work. The close app button wouldn't work. The recent button wouldn't work. None of the buttons on the screen worked. The whole phone was locked up. I tried holding the start button, the power button, for 10 seconds, which is supposed to restart it. No response. So I had to take the back off the phone and take the battery out in order to get it to shut down. And I restarted it and pulled down my menu as soon as it restarted and saw the Bluetooth was on. So I shut the Bluetooth and booted the camera app immediately and started shooting this guy, and that's where we're at now. He had a camera in his hand as I was speaking. Took my picture several times. Now he's put the camera down. We'll see if he picks his phone back up and my phone locks up again. That's exactly the same thing that happened last night with a different car and a different guy inside it. Only he parked in exactly the same place and sat there with his engine running and took my picture with the camera. Then every time he played with his phone, my Bluetooth went on, and only last night all kinds of apps started opening up like crazy on top of what I was doing, and I had to close them and try and get back to what I was doing, and before I could hit one thing on the app I was doing, another app opened up on top of it. Tonight I didn't have a problem with apps opening up on top of what I was doing. The phone just completely locked up. So we'll see. I'll try and get his tag number. In the meantime, from the time he pulled in, he was blasting music so loud that I couldn't hear what I was doing to edit the video through the earbuds anyway. He's still playing the music, but he rolled up his windows, so it's not as loud as it was, but I'm sure you can hear it. Yeah, he just pulled out as I went to walk around the back of the car. It's Florida tag number NEV, like Nevada 037. I couldn't get the make and model. It's black. Anyway, I started to walk around. I walked around the back of the car, and the phone locked up again. So I kept walking down the street that way and rebooted. There you see the G4S following the homeless guy down the street. So I walked on how you doing? It's the clerk from the bodega down there. He's on his way to work. He starts at 11. So anyway, I walked down the street and got maybe 50 feet past the car and kicked the battery out again because the phone had locked up as I was walking by him, and I rebooted it, and then I came walking back up, and just as I got to where he was, he pulled out. So I had to read the tag number rather than being able to get a shot of it. But it's Florida tag NEV, like the first three letters of Nevada, 037.